Hello guys, I'm Vinayak from niftynayak.com. In this video, I will be discussing whether markets are going to crash in the second half of 2021. But before that, let us see what happened to the market till now. In 2020 January, markets were around 12,000. After that, we had a deadly pandemic. Markets crashed from 12,000 to 10,000, 8,000, 7,000. And after that, we saw a V-shaped rally and markets went close to 16,000. Is this 16,000 valuation justified? Now let's assume that there was no pandemic. Do you think market would have gone from 12,000 to 16,000 in 1.5 years? I don't think so. Probably we would have been at 13,000 or 14,000. Okay. So why did markets shoot so much? So are the companies performing so well that its valuations are justified? Definitely. It is because we are now in a retail frenzy market. Even in the US, we had few short squeeze instances where a group of Reddit traders, so Reddit is a social platform like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, etc. So a fund like Melvin Capital had huge shorts in companies like GameStop and AMC. When they had short positions, the retailers in Reddit formed a group and they started pumping money into these companies. They pumped so much money that ultimately the fund which had shorted had to book losses. The losses went recently. Melvin Capital came out with its earnings and they told that they lost 49% of their wealth because of this short squeeze. And you might have heard in stock market, it is the institutions who control the market. It is the FIIs, DIIs who actually control the market. We retailers have no say in the market. Till now, that's what everyone was thinking. But after these instances, the retailers came to know what their power is. Okay. The same thing is happening everywhere in the world. And now you can see from a few months, the institutions are not participating aggressively in the market. They are not pumping money aggressively. But you can see that the market is making new high every day. Not only in India, in US, Europe, etc. So the retailers are pumping money like anything. The reason is, and this is how the herd mentality also works. If you invest something when market was at 7,000 and within few months if you make 20%, 30% return, it's very common that these people will broadcast it to their surrounding. They will tell their friends, they'll tell their family members, they'll tell their colleagues that I invested 5,000, I got 10,000. I invested 1 lakh, I made 2 lakhs. Okay. So now, obviously, the people who are not into trading or not into stock market, they will ask them, how did you do this? Now this person becomes a hero and he'll start telling, I saw the fundamentals of the company, I saw the technical analysis, I saw how the crossover happened, I saw how RSI went below, I assumed things, I read that article, this article. They'll come up with their own beautiful story to tell that they're hero, and they'll take all the credit. Okay. Jeff Bezos recently told, don't be very happy when you make 30% return on your stock in 1 month, because you will not be able to carry the guilt when the stock falls 30% in 1 month. I mean, I don't have the exact words, but that is what he meant. So don't be excited just because you have made money in last year. When markets were at 7,000, it was a blind game. You could have simply picked any stock that stock would have made 30%, 40% return within few months. Many stocks have now become double and triple in last 1.5 years. Okay. So the people who have made money in stock market, they have broadcasted it, which has now brought more retailers into the market, and this has spread like wildfire. If 10 people made 30% in 1 month, they will bring 100 people to the market. Those 100 people in next 2 months have made another 30%, and they have brought 1,000 people to the market. So these things spread like wildfire, okay, especially among the retail community. So now everyone is thinking that making money in stock market is very easy. You just have to buy the dips and market will shoot up. And that is what is happening from past 1.5 year. You can see that every dip is getting bought. Retailers are pumping money like anything, but institutions are not that aggressive. Okay. Now what will happen in the next few months? Now we are in the earnings season. The earnings season has just begun, and Infosys, TCS, HDFC Bank, Bajaj Finance have come out with their result, and many more companies. But there are a lot of companies who are yet to announce their results. You can see that most of the companies which have come out with their result did not meet the estimates, the market estimates. It does not mean that their performance was bad. Their performance was good. They made good profit. But it's just that the valuation of the company is so high that they are not meeting the estimates. For example, if I tell you that there is a car whose price is 1 crore and its mileage is 25, you will not like it. You will tell, hey, if I am paying 1 crore for the car, why should I, its mileage which is 25 is really bad, you will tell. But if you see, for a car, 25 mileage is really good. Now if I tell you that there is a car whose price is 25 lakhs and its mileage is 25, you will tell it is wonderful. Paisa vasool, you will tell. Similarly, in stock market, the earnings what the companies have come out, it is good, but not at the current price. If Bajaj Finance was at 5,000 rupees, then whatever results they came out with would have been considered as a fantastic result. Similarly, HDFC Bank, if it was 10-20% lower than what its price is today, the result what they gave would have been considered as fantastic results. Similarly with Infosys and HCL. But now their results are not meeting estimates because the valuations are high. And I predicted that this will happen in the last quarter. In fact, even in my inner circle meet, I told my students that this is what might happen during the last quarter. And in fact, I had dedicated a good amount of my trading money to take trades in these kind of stocks. But unfortunately, it did not happen last quarter. It is happening this quarter. So that's how things are. When a hunter is ready with the gun to shoot the animal will not come. The moment he keeps his gun down, the animal will come. That's what happened with me. But anyway, I took other trades, so I missed that opportunity. I'll catch some other opportunity. Now you can see markets are ranging between 15,600 and 15,900. It is just playing ping pong. It goes to 15,900, comes down to 15,600, goes to 15,900, 15,600, 15,900, 15,600. It has happened 3-4 times. Now what, obviously this cannot continue for a long time. So there will be a breakout or breakdown of this range. What will happen, I don't know, but I am personally expecting that there will be a breakdown. Okay. Now, how do you identify whether there is going to be a breakout or breakdown? Recently, markets closed above 15,900 last week. Everyone told, even some of the analysts on TV also told, yes, we have had a breakout. Now markets are going to go to 16,000, 17,000, 18,000, they told. In my blog, which I write every day, I clearly told, wait for a follow through. If there is no follow through, then it is a false signal. And that's what happened. Next day there was no follow through, and now you can see markets are again close to its lower end of the range, which is 15600. Okay, so how do you identify this breakout or breakthrough? Simple. First, let it close above the range, which is 15600 or 15900. Below 15600 or above 15900, there should be good volumes on that day. There should be follow through on the next day. If these three conditions are met, you can take aggressive trades in that direction, which is what I will be doing. Okay. So wait for the right moment and act accordingly. I hope you guys like the video. Thank you for watching. Do like and subscribe so that you can learn a lot of trading and investment. Thank you for watching.